Alright guys, and we're back with Final Fantasy X HD Remastered for the PS4. I am James, the whole effing show. This last time we made it up the mountain of Mount Gagazet. Kimahri got the respect of his brothers Biran and Yenki after he beat him in battle. We captured a few monsters, and it's time to go fight one of these bosses. There's a new boss coming up. So what you want to do is you want to switch back to whatever weapon is good. I don't remember how this thing goes. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now. I would have done this off screen, but I'm actually gonna equip this variable steel. So you can use first strike with a return sphere, but I'm not gonna use that now because I know how to get more return spheres. My counter attack, I think, is a 4. Yep, one friend sphere will give you counter attack, evading counters for teleport, which is really good. You need a lot of mega elixirs to get that. So I really don't have anything because I haven't really stolen anything. So really, I can just put on that variable steel. I really don't have much to equip in this because I don't really use too much of it. I mean, I'm showing you guys you can really beat this game with. Oh, I forgot I sold the rest of his weapon. So he only has capture. Didn't realize that. Kind of sucks, doesn't it? But on his scout, and what we're gonna keep doing is everybody else has got their weapons on. So you know me, switch everybody out that I'm really not going to use. This battle here, I'm gonna run from this battle because literally whoever's first, I want to switch in Titus just so I can run because. Screw this battle. I hate this. I'm trying to run into the next part and it's like no. It's like no. I'm just trying to run into the next part and it's not letting me do that. So let's get through. I'm sorry guys, trying to reset my timer so I know how much time I got left. So I'm gonna set it for like 54 minutes, I'll say. I set it for 55 minutes because I didn't start exactly when I should have. So just run through here, and once you run across, you're gonna find out who your next boss is.
Xanarkand is on the other side, you know.
I know.
Uni is gonna get the final Aeon, you know.
I know.
I still haven't thought of anything.
Me neither.
What are we gonna do?
We'll do something. We just don't know enough yet. Until we do, we really can't help Yuna. Let's go to Xanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Hey. Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Star of the Xanarkand Abes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Aha! Huh?
Look who's back. Yes, he is back for the 3rd time.
The son of Jekt.
Riku, run ahead and tell Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
Just go! Go!
You know, go get daddy.
Now is your time to die. Prepare yourself, son of Jekt.
Not if I can help it!
Save some for Kimahri.
Lady Yuna, it is a pleasure.
Yuna.
Ascending so soon? Allow me to say something to the last Ronso before I leave. Yours was truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path, one after another.
No.
Kimahri.
You could end the suffering of this poor Ronso.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimahri to die and release him from his pain. Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira, I will become sin. Yes, with your help. Come with me, Yuna.
And Titus is not happy.
Become the next sin. Your father will be freed again.
What do you know?
And this is Mordecus again. He has a new body. This is another difficulty spike. And a big difficulty spike.
And your meaningless insistence with it!
When I mean this dude, this is Seymour Flux. He has 70,000 HP, as you can see. When I mean this dude, literally, I mean, Mordecus has only 4,000 like normal. Same concept. When I mean this dude literally gave us crap. Okay, he just did put, he's about to kill Kimahri. He put full life on, he put zombie on him with that Lance of a Trophy, so it kind of sucked. That'll turn you into a zombie and use full life. So what happens here is literally this. This thing dude gave me so, he gave us literally the flux. This dude hit us so hard. Like, I mean literally. This dude was nothing to play with. What I mean, this is why I told you to use holy waters. Holy water remedies will get rid of everything except zombie and curse. So if I do use this on Kimahri, the zombie effect is gone. If you do anything else, he will die. If you try to heal him while he has zombie, he will die. So cast him out. Call in Waka for this battle. We'll call her out and call in Yuna. One thing you must understand is if you do call in a overdrive against him, he can banish them. So they won't, once he banishes them, he won't kill them, but they won't be used for the rest of the battle.
Do you not want to heal Spira's sorrow? Let death carry you off into peaceful slumber.
You can't run from your fate.
Did she use a black magic spell? I'm not even sure. So let's try this again. Want to make sure she gets a turn. No point in casting haste, because he can cause the spell on the whole party. So if you use haste, he will just do that. It's just kind of as you can see, Arn is not playing any games. And notice only Yuna had to talk command this battle, so it can be quite the problem. Now he's gonna cause protect on himself. So what you want to do is you want to get out there and dispel that. Here's cross cleave. This is one of those attacks that really gave us a problem. So 2,000 damage to everybody. Lulu just died, just like that. Cause he has one more big attack. Cross cleave is not that big attack. Oh please. He has a big attack, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out pretty soon. If you wonder why I got all the mega potions when grinding on when grinding on the high road, Reveal's high road, I got a lot of those because you can get those while grinding. With this guy, by grinding, they just kept falling. I got lucky enough to keep getting those. Call Yuna in and do this, and call Yuna in and dispel that. That's why you do want dispel when you get to this part of the game. When they do that combo, the Lance of a Trophy comes from him, and Mordecus uses the like it didn't work. Mordecus uses the ability of what's that called? He uses the full life ability. So there we go. Now dispel that. So Titus is about to die. Now you got that, you can start wailing on him again. There is you can learn full life. It's just harder to get, so don't worry about getting to know it anytime. You can use the spell all you want to. It's just literally just him wasting a turn, because literally it's just a waste. As you can see, this battle can go on pretty long. Now we reflect. Now we're about to show something. Oh, when he's in auto attack mode, you know something big is about to come. So what you want to do is, now you can't use any magic on him at all unless you dispel that. So dispel that so he doesn't have that problem. Dispel that reflect so he doesn't have any more. Now when he does this, bam, he'll hit himself. What he just tried to do is, I will show you when I get back to Yuna's turn. Oh, ready to annihilate. That is something bad. So that signifies that there's a big attack coming. So what I'm probably going to do is this. I'm going to use a mega potion on everybody, because I want you to see this attack. And literally, if Auron was not in this battle, we would die. Literally, that's how hard it was when we was back when we were learning how to play this game. So I'm going to cast Reflect on Titus. I'm going to show you exactly what it is he was trying to do. So he causes Reflect on himself. So there is a way to get magic shot towards him, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So you're going to attack him. I'm going to show you what happens. So let's say I wanted to use a spell on him. What I can do is, I can cast it off Titus. The reflection goes right to him. The reflection gets to go. You bypass the reflection and the magic still hits him. Nothing he can do about it. This is his big attack, total annihilation. Look at that. Even as strong as I am, we still took all of that damage. Literally, that used to kill us every time we win. If Auron was not in the party, we would have died. So I'm gonna try to end this with Blitz Ace. So you do about 8 hits. I don't know how much damage this is gonna do each turn. If not, Auron can finish him off with oh yeah, he's dead. Oh yeah, he's dead. If I can hit this ball, he's dead. And I still missed. That is really fast. So now he'll reflect off himself and he'll, bam, flare. Flare is, when you reflect magic, it's a lot stronger. So I'm glad I didn't do that. So now I'm gonna kill him with Shooting Star. This thing, this is why I tell you to do a lot of grinding, because you see how much that total annihilation does. And he is, just imagine if my weaker characters win. You know, once your main 3 characters die that's in the battle, you die immediately, game over. And that is just ridiculous, because that dude was tough.
And stay up there!
You can just only imagine how hard that was. And Kimari never even got a level out of it, because he never even had a turn, because he kept dying. Him or it looked like Waka didn't get any AP either. I thought Waka had a turn.
Sin with my help.
Lies. Forget them.
If he becomes Sin, Sir Jekt will be saved.
Another big part being learned.
We're leaving.
You know something, tell me! Tell me.
Sin's my old man.
You hit your head.
Sin is my old man. My old man became Sin. I don't know how or why he did it. I felt him inside. And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man's spirit is suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that Sin is your father, still, you know I must.
I know. Let's get him. I think my old man would want that.
You'd fight your own father?
Yeah, no problem there.
About your old man. You sure this ain't some kind of bad toxin dream or something? Then, Chapu. I think I'll just pretend I didn't hear nothing. I'm getting a little confused, yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?
We'll learn when we arrive, soon.
So literally, yeah, he just learned that and he just noticed that that's the first time somebody had said anything about the toxin in a while. So Titus and Orin are exactly the same strength now. So now that her defense went up, the Aeon's defense went up really good. Riku may have not had a turn. She had a turn. That spell down there, I'm not gonna be able to get it anyway because I need a level 3 key sphere, and that's very hard to get because that's like the weirdest one. I want this ability double cast, which allows you to do the multi spells that what's his name? What's the man's name? Seymour was doing in his battle. When he does that, you can use that. It can only work with black magic, so it won't work with anything else. But you can cast 2 spells in a row. If I'm not mistaken, that chest right here. This contains the Saturn's crest. That is the first half of Kimari's crest. So if you do want to use his ultimate weapon, the Spirit Lance is called, I would tell you definitely get pick that up. It's very easy missable because you can't even see the chest right there. I forgot all about this part.
What are those?
Those are faith.
This is when stuff's about to get real trippy.
A summoning. Someone is using these faith. Someone is drawing energy from all of them.
This many?
Who wields power on this scale? And what could they be calling?
Hey, you know something, don't ya? Spill the beans.
Look not to others for knowledge. This is your journey too.
Uni might die, you know?
No. Auron's right.
Huh?
This is our... This is my story. What?
Oh, and now he's going on an acid trip. So this is back at Xanarkand. This is Titus's home, if I'm not mistaken. He is having a dream right now. You do have to control him here. If you don't, you will just stand there and look crazy. I thought this was like one of those cutscenes where he just moves on his own, but no. So just going to the door. This is Titus's house, if you remember correctly, when they was doing the eject shot. Just run to the middle of the house.
Welcome home.
You...
Remember me? We met in Bavel.
yeah?
But that wasn't the first time we met. I've known about you for a long time. A long, long time.
I feel like I know you too. Where are we?
Silly, don't recognize your own home?
What's gotten into you, hey?
Wake up! Wake up!
Wait, this is a dream.
Precisely.
A dream? Are you crazy? I don't have time to be dreaming now.
You're wrong. It's not that you're dreaming. You are a dream.
Huh? Wait a sec.
All right, so run out the door and you follow behind him. I really did have a gripe with these unnecessary scenes like this stuff.
Long ago, there was a war.
Yeah, with Machina, right?
Yes, a war between Zanarkand and Bavel. Bavel's Machina assured their victory from the start. Spira had never seen such power. The summoners of Zanarkand didn't stand a chance. Zanarkand was doomed to oblivion. That's why we tried to save it, if only in a memory.
What did you do?
The remaining summoners and the townspeople that survived the war, they all became faith for the summoning.
The summoning? You mean sin?
No, I mean this place. A Zanarkand that never sleeps.
What?
The dreams of the faith summoned the memories of the city. They summoned all the buildings, all the people who lived there.
The people? What? They're all dreams? Me? Too?
Yes, you're a dream of the faith. You, your father, your mother, everyone. All dreams. And if the faith stopped dreaming,
No! So what if I'm a dream? I like being here.
we've been dreaming so long. We're tired. Would you and your father, would you let us rest? Both you and your father have been touched by sin. Sin, the one around whom all Spira, the spiral, revolves.
What are you saying?
You two are more than just dreams now.
Wake up! Wake up, please!
Just a little more, and maybe you are the dream that will end our dreaming at last.
You just learned a very big portion of that. So no, Titus and his father and his mother are not real.
Are you all right? Oh, phew.
Hey, we were so worried about you.
You okay?
I'm okay.
What happened?
Nothing. I blacked out. I was dreaming. You called me. And I woke up. Nothing like a good nap. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
So yeah, he is a dreamer of the faith, meaning he isn't real. His father isn't real, and if the faith stopped dreaming, him and his father will disappear. Excuse me. Don't need any of them. You do have some bigger enemies in here you need to cup. There is an Ochu enemy in here you want to capture. You know, and let's get Waka in here. And let's equip Waka with his catcher. So what you first want to do is you want to head down to the left. This is one of those behemoths. The first thing I will require you to do is please use haste though. To take this thing down, I think it has 23,000 HP. Yep. And just wail on it. This is his strongest attack, Heave. It can cause a lot of damage. See that? 3,400 points of damage. So be very careful with this thing. So, capture it. It can be pretty annoying. So, whatever you do, watch out for that thing. Its physical attacks are brutal. You want to equip Riku with an iron grip. So first things first, save this, please. Save it. I told you, you know you're not able to go through this, you're not able to skip cutscenes, so if you do die for any reason in the world, you don't want to have to go through those long cutscenes again. So, you go all the way down there. I wish there was a cutscene script. You have two of those. I caught these things already, so I don't really need to fight them. If you are having a hard time finding them on the way up the mountain, just run there. You can capture them. You will at some point need to catch 10 of every monster, so have fun with that.
We got a job to do, yeah?
If anything should happen in the water, we're relying on you three. If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
Right.
Be careful.
A big reason I started using Riku. So jump in the water and start swimming. If you go up here, I don't think it's anything up there, so don't worry about it. You do want to come down here because there are the enemies that you want to capture. You want to capture these things. There's about 3 enemies down here you want to capture. There's one more. These are 2 of them. You want to capture at least one of these. Jesus, they're beating up. They're beating up poor Riku, and they don't have to. You can steal water gems. If you steal those, they can help you learn the 3rd spells for Aeons, and that can help you learn different abilities for. That can let you learn water strike for your weapons. So steal as much as you can. Since you don't have Riku, since you don't have Yuna, you're probably gonna have to use items to heal up everybody because she's on land. They're literally just standing there just waiting. I wonder how many fiends did they get attacked by. So let's use some items. Seal her up. First things first. Run up here. You don't have nothing to do when you go forward. There's nothing you can do on the right side, so you want to go here. This is a trial. You have to pass this trial. You cannot get out of this cave. So what you want to do is first try the Gagazet. You want to throw this ball. You want to throw Waka's ball to where it hits that spear in the middle. So generally, right here is where I'm gonna throw it. You gotta. It takes a few tries sometime, but be careful. You might want to throw it sometime when in the middle, because it can do that and it will register. So you want to kind of hit it like right before. You want to hit it right when the side part is almost across. There you go. So once you hit that, go back down. Have another battle. Those are the other enemies. You want those piranhas. These male spikes do have 10,000 HP, so you do want to steal from everything down here if you want those elemental items. You can steal water down. If I'm not mistaken, from those piranha enemies, you can steal. They can poison you, so like that, be careful. So be very careful with that. So what I am going to do is keep stealing. I'm just going to heal up with the Albed potion, because since you got so many of these cards on the desert, just use them. They are very good to take off to heal up and take off poison. I can just get rid of these things now. If you steal from those, all they're ever going to do is give you if you steal from them, the only thing they're going to give you is grenades, if I'm not mistaken. And as you can see, they still hit pretty hard because her HP, her defenses aren't the best because she's a classic thief character. She's fast, she can steal. She doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but she does get a lot of turns. I think the blessed ability, that blessed equipment I got for Titus, the shield, that is, I believe that's for something. Excuse me, that's something for a little different. Excuse me. I believe that gets you for something. How does that work? I'm literally about to run from this battle because I don't really need it. I've captured the enemies I needed to capture. There are a few of that I still need to capture, such as that big flan is actually here too. I don't have armor break with Titus, but you can kill it. See, like that, you can get around that somehow, but I forget how. So just come back and go through. I'm gonna just keep running from these battles because I don't really need them. And these enemies aren't the easiest to kill. At least those male spikes aren't, because right now you only need one of them. So swim back out of here. And it's gonna tell you, now you see the arrows pointing you to a different area. So come back out of here. Once you get back on land, you have all your people back. It automatically switches. Well, heal them up. First thing you want to do is you want to run back here, and now you have these enemies. You can fight these. You can't find these enemies in the next area. Yes, these things have gotten ridiculously strong. High potions. Waka can easily one-shot these things. That is magic-based attack, so don't be alarmed. That is a magic-based attack. Now since I got my physical party back, we can just go to work on this thing. You can find these in the next area, of Zanarkand, of course. If you hadn't noticed, the next part is Zanarkand, and it will be a lot of enemies. Muted Steel has either Silent Strike or Silent Touch, so remember the touch abilities is only half the time. The strikes are just about almost all the time. It'll put it on now. So you want to go up here. Of course, like I say, I don't need these enemies, so I will run, and they're not always the easiest to fight. I'm not doing half as much damage as I normally do. Like, I'll be doing max damage right now. I forget how this place works. It's really tricky sometimes. So what you want to do? Yep, you want to go down here. So as long as I don't get ambushed, I'm just going to literally run from every battle now because I don't really need these enemies unless they're a new enemy that I need to show you. Like I said, if I could edit this stuff out, I just edit the videos. So what you want to do is you want to swim here. Be prepared because once you're done with these parts, you're going to have to fight another boss, and it is a doozy. This is another one of the trials that you want to do at Mount Gagazet. There are battles under here, of course. I am just going to flee from these battles because I don't need them. Oh, I can show you steal. See, you're still only getting grenades, so there's no point in stealing from those enemies. Grenades can be okay if you know what to mix it with, but nah. You do get items like called the peaceful items. You do get those in this game. A peaceful equipment such as a peaceful shield for Titus. If you get one of those, it has no encounters on it. The only way to do that is with the purifying salts. Okay, this is really simple. Small, medium, large. It's really simple. For her, check the green. Titus, check the blue. And for Waka, check the red. That's simple. If you don't have a hard time with this, you can easily do that because green is for the Albed, because the eyes are green. Once you do this, there's a new path that opens up, and now you're ready to go outside of this cave. Looks like I will have enough time to fight this boss too. And this fleeing the battles is doing me a lot of favors. Because the next boss that comes up, fun fact, that thing literally had me confused the entire battle, and I'll show you why it had me confused. I didn't know what to do against it because its defense is really high. It is like stupid high. I'll show you what I mean. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? It's almost like it's not fair. So now that happens, you see this path on the left is opened up. I don't know, what can you steal from these things? Soul springs. I forget what those things give you because I don't really use the item much. I'll probably have to look it up because each item, and if you have the gems, I think they give you the eater on the items, on the defense. There we are. So, there's a few things this thing can do. So what I want to do from it first is steal from it. Steal a star coin from it. So it uses Demi. It's a dark flame. Now you know, get away from it. Now call in Orin. So what Orin can do is,
see no difficulty.
There is something that he can do.
Your pain shall be twofold.
You've never seen armor break, at least because he said something. When you break that, now you can do your max damage to it. Something else you want to do. If you don't know with Kilmari, this thing does have an ability that you can learn from it. So use Lancet on it. You can learn White Wind. White Wind will heal your party. There is another way of killing it, but since I want to capture it, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So we run up to you, just keep running up. That flan is also, you don't even have a Zarnican part, that is part of Mount Gagazet, so I think the only enemy I haven't caught is Ochu, but I think I can find Ochu and also I can...
Who is...
Yunaleska.
Lady Yunaleska?
In Zanarkand,
She is still alive?
as much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens...
Braska would be proud.
Then, I must not let him down.
You can find, like I said, you can find these things in here if they're not useful. Screw those things. There is an Ochu in here and I'm waiting for it to pop up. It hasn't. I'm shocked. So what I'll probably wind up doing is showing you this boss, kill it, and then I'll show you, because I might have to do this in another part, because it all depends on how long it takes to kill this boss, because he can be, like I say, he has a lot. I'm not going to use those sphere levels yet, so what he can do is take out my party, and what we're going to do is get Riku in there, and we're going to get Kimari. The party members I don't normally use, but since Riku is there, oh lord. Since Riku is first, always great to have her in. This is almost like just keep Titus in because nobody else really knows Flea besides Kimari. That's fast. And this is where the boss comes.
It comes.
This thing is called the Guardian Beast. So this thing is the Guardian Beast. It can be quite the asshole. I fought this thing multiple times and I just never know what to do. So we're gonna call in Riku. I'm actually gonna show off a mix ability here if I can see if I can find anything to mix. So what I want to do is take a water gem that I stole, and you can kind of mix this with stuff. Since I don't have what I was looking for, I want to mix it with a soul spring, see what happens. Dark Rain, let's see what happens. Now, it put darkness and poison on him. This thing is subjected to poison. So, the reason why, as you see this thing just used a full-time wings. You see we're glowing. I can't use an overdrive. This is what Curse does in the game. It stops you from being able to use your overdrives. And I got silence on me, so that is kind of crappy. So what will happen is you really do need to watch out for that, because this is the only status effect in the game that your aeons are not immune to. So he keeps taking that 2,000 because he does have 40,000, so he's taking 5% of his health. So I'm gonna steal from it. Let me have that turbo weather, really good to have. That puts about 500 MP on you. Walk up. And now it's subject to darkness. And literally, that's how broke her ability is. It is so good. I think you can power break this thing if I'm not mistaken. Because I'm not sure how long that darkness is going to last. The poison will last the entire battle. Yes, you can power break him. Well, Kimari, oh, he missed everybody. Nope, the darkness is gone now. So now that you know, let's call in Yuna. Let's see if Yuna's magic can do some damage to him. So now you know everybody has their ability. He has 40,000, so he's not really hard to me now. But when I first seen him, because I really didn't see this thing coming, he really tore me up. So I think I can use Dark Buster on. Let's try it. Oh, I've never known this thing was subjected to darkness. I learned something new about this boss every day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guard. He's going to use one of his big attacks, Mana Breath. This is a magic-based attack, and as you can see, it hits really hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I'm going to call in Titus. Nope, not Lulu. I'm going to call in Titus because he did not get any AP for this battle. Even though he can miss it, I wouldn't miss it. He can cast Protect on himself, and it really won't make a difference. Literally, if I just guard it the next few turns and just let him kill himself with poison. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to Grand Summon, and we're going to Grand Summon Bahamut. I'm going to overkill it just because I can. Sometimes I think these battles are a lot longer. In my mind, I think they're a lot longer. But they're not. So if that thing hits you with full-time wings, it will put Curse on your Aeon, and it won't be able to use an overdrive. That is, like I say, it's really crazy because I always thought, why can't I use my overdrive? And it was like, because it put Curse on you. 23,000. I told you, he is a monster. So that's why I said I'm going to start increasing Yuna's physical strength. That way she becomes a monster. That is a really cool way it dies, because it's such a sacred beast.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit.
Now we're about to hit some very famous spots.
Soon means that there's not much time left.
Riku.
Fine. I'll think on the way.
You get 2 more return spheres for overkilling it.
Hey, come on, let's go.
We are. We're almost there, aren't we?
We've come a long...
What's so funny?
You remind me of myself. Before, the closer I came to Xanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Braska will call the final Aeon. He will fight Sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have figured. Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, yeah?
Legendary Guardian. I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually. I wanted to change the world too. But I changed nothing. That is my story.
Let's use everybody's spear levels really quickly, because wow, that battle was intense. You can get level key spheres in the part that I'm about to go into in Xanarkand, so it can get really powerful. So this is the first time I gotta honestly say I've used this many of my party members. This isn't the strongest I've ever used Kimahri, but I've never used Riku half this much in the main story. And people probably call me crazy, but a lot of people say she breaks the game, and a lot of people actually do challenges of this game that don't require them ever to use Riku. No mix, and then there's one where you don't use Waka to beat the Dark Aeon, so instead of continuing on to the next part, what I'm going to do is run back into this part here so I can save it. It's always the best thing to do. I'm going to end this video here because I'm going to catch that Ochu off screen so we don't have to worry about it. Well, I'm going to catch it in here so I can find it. So, as I say, normal, this is James, the whole effing show. Getting out of here. I'm signing off. I'll be back with another video soon. I appreciate all you guys' support, all the views, all the comments, anything you leave for me. Like I say, I'm always here. Love you guys, and I'll be back with another video soon.